Hello everyone, and welcome to this presentation. Today, on behalf of Group BOBO Girl, I am excited to take you through an in-depth case study on industrial innovation, focusing on a truly remarkable organization, Mayekawa. Over the next 10 minutes, we'll look at how this company completely reinvented its business structure, embraced a unique culture, and transformed its approach to technology to survive and thrive in highly volatile markets. Let's dive right in. Before we dive into the content, I want to introduce incredible teammates who contributed to this study: Chaya Shenghan, Jermaine Ho, Lim Jianhong, and Chu Yuan Kai. Together, we analyzed Mayekawa's business model to understand what makes them a pioneer in industrial engineering.
First, I would like to explain the background of this study. In today's highly competitive business environment, innovation has become an important factor for organization growth and sustainability. Organizations need to continually develop new products, improve their progress, and adopt advanced technology to remain competitive in domestic and international markets. Innovation help companies improve efficiency, better understand customer needs, and maintain their competitive advantage. Therefore, understanding how organizations manage innovation and technology acquisition is important for long-term business success. Next, the objective of this report are shown on this slide. First, we aim to analyze the organization attributes that support innovation within Mayekawa. Second, we examine the technology acquisition approach used by the company. Third, we identify the major issues and challenges related to technology acquisition. Finally, we explore the lesson that other organizations can learn from Mayekawa experience in innovation and technology management. Next, for the scope of this report, they will cover several important areas. We begin with the company background and business operation of Mayekawa. Next, we discuss the organization attribution that encourage innovation. We then examine technology acquisition approach and the issue related to technology acquisition. Finally, we identify key lessons that other organizations can apply to improve their innovation performance and competitiveness. Next, for the scope of this report covers several important areas. We begin with the company background and business operation of Mayekawa. Next, we discuss the organization attribute that encourage innovation. Then we examine technology acquisition approach and the issue related to technology acquisition. Finally, we identify key lessons that other organizations can apply to improve their innovation performance and competitiveness. For part company background, Mayekawa Manufacturing Company was established in Japan in 1923 years, and it specialized in refrigeration system, compressor, thermal engineering, and industrial automation technology. One unique feature of Mayekawa is its organization structure. Instead of using a traditional hierarchical structure, the company operates through more than 100 autonomous business units known as depots. Each depot operates independently while remaining connected through a knowledge-sharing network. This structure allows the company to respond quickly to customer needs and encourage innovation throughout the organization. Next, for the business operation part, Mayekawa provides a wide range of products and services. Its main products include refrigeration compressor, gas compressor, heat pumps, energy generator, and high-pressure pumps. In terms of engineering service, the company offers automated robotic system, refrigeration plants, heat recovery system, and thermal control system. Mayekawa also provides consulting services such as project planning, system design, installation, and research and development activity.
Despite their solid position, Mayekawa hit major challenges. The first challenge was the collapse of the traditional frameworks. Historically, Japanese manufacturers aggressively pursued market share, volume growth, and rapid product diversification built on fierce price competition. However, this outmoded model relied completely on mass market and high macroeconomic growth rates, two conditions that permanently dissolve after economic bubble bursts. This led directly to the second challenges, the demassing trap. Diversification bloated white-collar overhead and spiked the break-even point. When volumes drop, competitors react with sudden, several cuts to investment and staff, known as demassing. In our report, we found that this panic created an organization vicious circle consisting of widespread employee distrust, a loss of elite human resource assets, and the eventual depletion of their core competitive edge. To break out from that trap, Mayekawa realized they needed an immediate technological transformation. First, they turned to build to-order and custom solutions because mass production can no longer sustain profitability in flat economies. Mayekawa shift focus toward highly specialized, custom engineered heavy refrigerations and gas compression system. This required a massive technology management pivot, transitioning from rigid, high-volume assembly line to highly flexible and adaptive engineering process. This strategy is anchored on solving problems versus selling products. It represents an evolution from a pure hardware manufacturer into a provider of value-added knowledge and services. As the slide shows, the baseline paradigm changed from simply selling big heavy machinery to driving total business optimization through strategic engineer consultation, system installation, ongoing cooperation, and tailored client R&D partnership. How did they execute this strategy? By leveraging the competition's structure, first, they focus on expanding core competitions. The strategy foundation remained rooted tightly in a simple, hyper-potent capability, thermal engineering. However, they look entirely outside the box, letting the concrete client challenge naturally pull the brand into entire new, adjacent technological horizon, such as automated robotic processing setup and next-generation helium through compressors. Second, they utilize the BOBO system decentralization. Knowing traditional corporate hierarchies are completely unequipped to incubate fast-paced innovation in stagnating the markets. They launched a network model that restructured the enterprise into a dynamic, decentralized ecosystem of over 100 small, legally independent, autonomous companies the dopers. This unique structure maximizes group adaptability, encouraging laser focus on specific niche, micro demands, and target agile R&D. For the organizational attributes, this slide introduces our analysis of Mayekawa organization attributes for innovation. To understand how they stay so adaptive, our report breaks down the company ecosystem into three core components, which is the cultural, the operational, and the structural layers. Let's look at how this layer operate in reality. The first pillar of their innovation is absolute leadership commitment. This manifests in three ways, which is vision over profit. They replace the Western profit maximization and conventional Japanese market share obsession. Instead, leadership prioritizes long-term resilience and workforce empowerment to navigate variable market shift dynamically. No dementing, instead of matching competitors by slashing the asset and job during the downturn. Mayekawa actively shields its talent pool. As noted here, they recognize that immediate cost-cutting breaks institutional trust and decays core execution power. For the sector empowerment, instead of holding the power, control is tangible push down. Leadership grants the absolute operational space to grassroots the innovator by moving standard centralized authority entirely out of the way, giving independence directly to the 100 dopos. This leadership model builds a powerful, innovation-oriented culture. First, it establishes a problem-solving mentality where teams are deliberately integrated as proactive solution consultants and long-term partners rather than simple transaction hardware vendors. Second, it cultivates a vibrant startup ecosystem. This Dopo culture and its decentralization transform a massive corporate footprint into a agile cluster, with each autonomous unit optimizing for its localized consumer niche. Finally, it encourages boundary-breaking collective synergy, where personnel are continually encouraged to venture safely outside traditional technical domains whenever complex client problems demand bespoke engineering. Next, let's examine their distributed R&D capability. Mayekawa has completely bypassed the isolated monolithic corporate lab. Instead, R&D activities are fully spread across the 100 separate units, letting teams configure investigation straight toward imminent market signal. This approach gives them boundary spanning agility. R&D isn't confined by the traditional categories, while anchored firmly in thermal expertise. Operational scale rapidly into the unconventional fields like processing robotics whenever necessary. This creates the integrated operation where R&D expert is hard-coded into active daily consultation, installation, and field maintenance, breaking down words to test the innovation against the real-world parameters instantly. The final attribute is learning and knowledge development. Mayekawa handles knowledge as a core asset through three distinct pathways. First, core creative customer learning. Their technically knowledge is gathered, refined, and validated via interactive, hands-on field trials alongside with customer during setup and execution cycles. Second, total knowledge retention. By completely rejecting workforce downsizing, Mayekawa systematically avoid losing vital, hard to replicate tacit engineering capabilities. And the third, cross-pollinated network asset. They are structured smoothly capture operational insight across diverse domains. They have ranged from large agricultural freezing plants to complex heat recovery systems.
Now I will discuss about the technology acquisition approach. The company Mayekawa uses a balanced technology acquisition approach by combining both internal and external sources. Internally, the company develops technology through research and development, the employee expertise and its BOBO system. Externally, the Mayekawa acquire knowledge through collaboration with customer and learning from market trends. This combination helps the company strengthen innovation and continuously improve the product and service. We look at the explanation of technology acquisition. The technology acquisition is the process of obtaining the knowledge, skills, and technology needed for innovation and business growth. The organization can acquire technology internally through R&D, employee expertise, and organizational learning, or externally through customers, suppliers, and business partners. For Mayekawa, the technology acquisition plays an important role in transforming the company into a customer-centric engineering solution provider can continuously solve customer problem and deliver customized solution. Internal technology acquisition. It refers to developing technology using the company's own resource, employees, and research capabilities. At Mayekawa, this is supported by the BOBO system, where each department has the freedom to conduct research and innovation. Employees are encouraged to solve problems, learn, and develop new ideas. This approach has helped Mayekawa create advanced technologies such as refrigeration system, gas compressor, and robotic automation solution. For external technology acquisition, it is the process of gaining knowledge and skills from outside the organization. At Mayekawa, this is achieved through close collaboration with customers, industries, and business networks. The company works with customers from consultation and system design to installation and maintenance. This allowed Mayekawa to better understand the customer needs and develop innovative technologies such as robotic system and advanced compressor solution. Now here is a table of the comparison of internal and external technology acquisition. The Mayekawa uses both internal and external technology acquisition to support innovation. The internal technology acquisition involves developing technology through the company's own resource, such as R&D, employee expertise, and BOBO units. This helps Mayekawa build the unique capabilities, strengthen its competitive advantage, and maintain the greater control over innovation. On the other hand, the external technology acquisition involves obtaining knowledge from customers, partners, suppliers, and industry networks. This allowed Mayekawa to understand the market trends, customer needs, and emerging technologies more quickly. While internal acquisition focuses on creating proprietary knowledge and long-term capabilities, and the external acquisition provides access to new ideas and market opportunities. However, internal acquisition requires significant investment in time and resources, whereas the external acquisition may face challenges in integrating outside knowledge. Overall, the both approaches complement each other and help Mayekawa maintain the and continuous the innovation and competitiveness.
Next, we will discuss the issues in technology execution and also the lesson for other companies, based on the case of Mayekawa manufacturing. First, we look at the infrastructure issues. Advanced facilities and digital systems are very costly to develop and maintain. In addition, different BOBO units may use different technologies, which lead to integration problems. Continuous investment is also required for automation, robotics, and communication systems. As a result, without proper infrastructure, technology cannot be fully utilized, and innovation progress may become slower. Next are the policy issues. Technology shares involve risks such as intellectual property rights, data protection, and technology ownership. Therefore, clear policies are needed to ensure a balance between collaboration and protection of company assets. Then, we have human resource issues. New technologies require skilled employees to operate them effectively. However, a lack of technical knowledge can reduce performance, and employees may not also resist change because they are not familiar with new systems. Lastly, there are technical issues. New technology may not always match existing systems. Poor integration can lead to inefficiency, operational delays, and additional costs for the company. Now, we move on to the lessons for other companies. The first lesson is the importance of strategic technology execution. Companies should not adopt technology just because it is new or popular. Instead, decisions should be based on the customer needs, business objectives, and long-term competitiveness. This shows that technology should create value and solve real problems, not just increase production. The second lesson is to balance internal and external execution. Internal execution refers to developing technology through R&D and employee knowledge, while external execution involves gaining knowledge from customer, partner, and industry networks. A balance between both approaches improves innovation and adaptability. Lesson continue is employee development. Employees play a key role in successful technology adoption. Continuous learning and training help them adopt to new technology change more effectively. Fourth is leadership support. Strong leadership is important in creating a culture that encourages creativity, experimentation, and innovation within the organization. Fifth is continuous innovation. Companies must constantly improve their products, service, and processes in order to stay competitive in a fast-changing environment. Lastly, in technology transfer and knowledge sharing. Sharing knowledge between teams allows organizations to learn faster and develop better solutions. At the overall lesson, successful innovation is not only about having advanced technology, it also depends on skilled employees, strong leadership, effective knowledge sharing, and a well-planned strategy.
In conclusion, the Mayekawa case study showed the importance of innovation and effective technology management for long-term organization success. This case study showed that innovation at Mayekawa is supported by strong leadership, innovation-oriented culture, strong research and development capability, and continuous learning. The company also combined internal and external technology acquisition through R&D activity and collaboration with customer and partner. However, Mayekawa still faces several challenges, including infrastructure issue, policy issue, human resource development, and technical integration. Overall, these case studies provide valuable lessons for other organizations. Successful innovation requires a balance between technology, people, leadership, and knowledge sharing. Organizations that can achieve this balance will be better prepared to face future challenges and maintain sustainable competitive advantage. Is the end of the presentation. Thank you.